Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back once again for another Walking Dead video for the ones who live. Today we have some promo pics for the next episode, as they do deliver these every week, and we're going to go through them, give our thoughts and theories about it and what could possibly happen, our predictions, and just talk about the upcoming episode and how we're already here at the end. We have the penultimate episode and then we have the finale, and still no word on whether or not this is going to proceed past these 6 episodes. I think it could be either way at this point. I would love to see it go on and then we get full closure of any lingering storylines, because with the way that this next trailer has kind of laid things out for us, with that one line in particular from Michonne where she says, I don't see this ending with us both going home. It just, what happens in that episode that makes her just flip completely? Like, she's all about getting him home in that last episode. She spent the entire episode convincing him, getting him to open up, to reveal his trauma of why he doesn't want to go home. She finally gets it, and then something happens in this where it just completely flips her decision or flips her view of things, where now, well, we can't both go home. Something's got to change, or something has happened. Somebody's caught up to us, or whatever it is. But anyways, we're going to jump in these pictures, talk about them, and see what they've got for us, and just give our thoughts and theories and our predictions for the next episode. But this first picture, we just have a shot of Rick. He has his head all bloodied. I want to say this is probably halfway through the episode, because we do encounter a couple of strangers. We don't know their intentions, but this is probably them after they've dealt with them, or maybe he got side-blinded or something where they have had to deal with these people, because we do have a couple shots from my trailer breakdown, if you haven't seen that yet, where they are dealing with them and they have to fight them at some point, whether they are good or these are just people that are trying to maybe protect themselves. But more than likely, it's another situation where we just have random people out there trying to scavenge, and they'll kill people to get what they need. The next one, we have Michonne giving a very stern look to Rick. Maybe this is during that conversation where she says that we can't go home together, but it's hard to tell, what causes this and why she's suddenly just not for them, saying fuck the world and go home, but who knows. Next one is just another shot of Rick with that bloodied head, same scene, and I really like the aesthetic, I guess, and the scenery and whatnot that they're using for this, because it really kind of feels like an old Walking Dead episode where we have them wandering the woods trying to find camp and just make their way where they need to be, and it's really got that nostalgic kind of feel to it. And this next one, just another shot of Rick with that bloody head. He's got that look on his face like, I'm going to kill you. So maybe they subdue the people that come after them, and they're just kind of discussing what they should do with them. So he's got that look like somebody mouthed off to him, and now he's got to make him regret what they said. And then here, this is probably when they first encounter these strangers, because they're just kind of standing on the ready. And we have Rick here. He's packing another machete. So at some point or another, he finds another machete. Michonne still has that piece of rebar, and they're just probably being really standoffish with these people. They're not going to just offer them information just because they ask or whatever. And something tells me these guys are probably just bad news, and they're going to end up getting themselves killed. Then we got Michonne and Rick, more so on Michonne, where she's just kind of got this look on her face like, she's thinking about something, or, maybe they encounter some other issues, or he says something that gets her thinking, and just, it's, I don't know, she's just got this look on her face. But then we have another kind of romantic type scene here where she's kind of looking at him in awe, and he's kind of looking at her the same way, where the love is there, obviously it's there, and they're going to do what they need to get home, but I don't think it's going to work out that way, unfortunately. I think something is going to happen where they have to go their separate ways. Maybe we'll get an ending to this story, like an official closure of this love story or their journey back home, but I'm kind of skeptical at this point. Then we got Rick here, and he's kind of got that look on his face like, what did you just say? You said something, and now I'm going to blow your head off. And it's kind of that old school where all he needs is this Colt Python. And it's just one of those old school Rick looks where you said something you shouldn't have, and now he's going to make you pay for it. And I want to say this is probably well onto the point where Jadis has showed up, because we know we're going to see that car chase scene in this episode. And Jadis is hunting them, and now Michonne she's packing heat here, and they're really on the look for Jadis. They probably maybe injured her or injured each other in this car chase, and now they're trying to hunt each other down. But this also could be them looking for those 2 guys that they came across, because I really think they're going to turn out to be hostile, and they're going to have to put them down. Another scene here where Michonne has her gun pulled on somebody, and then you got Rick there in the background. Then another scene with Michonne here, just kind of another look on her face, like she's got something on her mind, and maybe she just can't bring herself to say it. Another shot of Michonne, same kind of situation where they're probably having a deep conversation of some sorts. Maybe this is when they come to the conclusion that they can't leave together like they want to. Then we got another scene here with Rick with that same bloodied forehead where he took a blow to the head during the little scrabble with whoever they were dealing with before. Then we got Michonne here just with another kind of, this is how it is kind of look, or what are you talking about kind of look. It's hard to tell. And this is from the trailer. This is the bit that we saw from the trailer where she says something like this needs to end, and then we also get the voiceover of there needs to be a sacrifice. So I don't know if that's going to be all within the same episode, but something happens where I don't know if she's talking to Rick. More than likely she's talking to Rick, but also they could have captured Jadis in this episode, but we don't know yet because there is that scene where Jadis has her gun pointed at somebody. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm definitely ready to find out. Then just another conversation between Rick and Michonne. And that's it. But not a whole lot to go on. Just, the hype is there. We want to see what's going to go on. This is the penultimate episode. I'm really ready to find out how this ends. And I'm just prepared. I'm mentally preparing myself. I don't think we're going to get the ending that we want to see. It might be heartbreaking. It might be a neutral ending where we can understand that it has to be this particular way, but I don't think we're going to get them walking up to the gates of Alexandria for the sole fact that those sets have since been torn down. But I don't think it's going to end the way we want it to, and we're probably going to have plenty of fans that are going to be pissed, but then again, they could still announce a second season or some other continuation to close out the story. Because, as I've mentioned in many videos before, there has been the rumor, and Scott Gimple has said it himself, that we are working on a crossover series where we're going to hopefully bring everybody home, and they're going to give us the ending that we want. But they've also said that the Walking Dead universe is far from over, so who knows what other plans they've got in place, what other shows they've got in development, whether or not they're going to bring back some of the Fear characters. I kind of hope not. That particular series just went downhill real fast, and I got to the point where I couldn't stand the characters anymore, and the stories didn't make sense. The decisions that they didn't make sense. It was just a dumpster fire if I've ever seen one, and I hope they just kind of leave those characters wherever they're going, because from the finale we saw that Madison and Alicia were heading back to Los Angeles, which doesn't make sense because Los Angeles is in ruins, but do with it what you will. But anyways, that is our preview pictures for the next episode. The hardest part is the waiting for that next episode, waiting to see what happens. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment, and as always, subscribe to the channel. Help me make that push to 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting closer every day, and I appreciate the hell out of it, guys. But until next time, take care. Bye.